So to get started, we will drag an empty folder into Visual Studio Code. This folder will be our project workspace where we will write and manage the code for generating the QR code. You can name that folder with whatever you choose for this project. I name it QR burger, but that's up to you. And now we will initialize a new Node.js project. Open the integrated terminal and write the following command: npm init -- yes, enter, and this command automatically creates a package.json which serves as the project's configuration file. It includes basic information like the project name, version, and this file will also keep track of all dependencies we need in order to build this project. But for this project we will need only one dependency: npm install QR code. This package allows us to easily generate a QR code in our Node.js application. Once installed, you will see that it appears here in our package.json file. Good, so having done this, we will go ahead with the only file we will need for this project. You can clone this project from the GitHub repository I provided you in the description, or you can simply copy this file and use it in this project we are building now from scratch. First, we import this native module from Node.js, which allows you to work with the file systems, such as creating, reading, and writing files. Then we import the package we installed previously, which is a library for generating QR codes in various formats. And this is the variable which will hold the URL that you want to convert into a QR code. In this case, it will be the link to our restaurant menu. And then we have an asynchronous function named run that handles the QR code generation and HTML file creation. As you see, this variable will hold a string of HTML content which contains the QR code image, and then we create a new file called index.html in the current directory, which will create an HTML document that displays the QR code. And finally, this line calls the run function, executing the entire process of generating the QR code. Alright, so first we will upload the files of the restaurant menu to GitHub. These files will be the content that appears when the customers scan the QR code. This will be basically the menu that will appear. And once the files are on GitHub, we will deploy the menu to Netlify, a free hosting service that makes it easy to bring your content online. I will guide you through the steps to connect to GitHub repository with Netlify, ensuring that your menu is accessible to anyone with the QR code. And by the end of the video, your menu will be ready for customers to view on their devices. Good, so now let's initialize a new Git repository. Now let's include all the files to this directory. So now that we have created this new repository on our GitHub webpage, we will take a snapshot of our changes and save them to the repository. After that, we will write our first commit. Now we have to write this command that renames the current branch to main. By default, Git used to name the first branch master, but main has become the new standard. Now we will link our local repository to a remote one. And this last command makes our code available online. Alright, so now we are going to use Netlify to host our menu. So go to Netlify's website and sign in or create an account if you don't have one. And go to Sites. And once there, you click on Import from Git. And then it will show a list of your GitHub repositories. And you will select the project you want to deploy. In our case, it's restaurant menu. We'll press. The name will be burger menu. We'll check if it's site name is not available. Burger stop. Now deploy. Site deploy is in progress, so you have to wait a few minutes or less than 1 minute. And once deployed, you will be able to see the page you uploaded on GitHub live on the web. So this is our menu. And all we have to do now is to copy this URL and back in our Node.js code, the URL, this variable, is where you need to specify the URL that the QR code will point to. So here we'll paste it here, and this should be the web address of the page you want people to visit when they scan the QR code. So in this case, we are pasting our burger resto page menu, but whatever URL you place here will be encoded into the QR code. So when someone scans it, their browser will open that specific URL. Now save changes and type the command node index.js. Press enter, and running this command will execute the script, will generate the QR code and create the index HTML you see here with the QR code embedded in it. And after this, you can open this index file, this index.html file in your browser to see the QR code that links to this URL. And to open this HTML, you can go to your project folder. Right click here, right click on the file with your mouse, and here is the QR code ready to use. You can test it right now by opening the file in your browser and scanning the QR code with your smartphone. It should take you directly to the URL you entered in the script. And this QR code can then be used to create a design in any platform created for that purpose, such as Canva or similar tools. You can incorporate this QR code into flyers, menus, posters, or any other creative project to make it easily accessible to your clients.